Hey everyone, welcome back. Wow, it's been a while. I finally moved into my interim place, so this is where I'm gonna be recording for the next, I don't know, 5-6 months or so. Thank you so much for bearing with all the delays and all the different scheduling issues that affected the frequency of my video releases. Anyway, my name is Sean Walrus. I'm a bass guitar coach, and this is my first time reaction and analysis of the Moody Blues, a song called I'm Just a Singer. This one is a Patreon pick. Thank you so much, Mr. Hubbard. I've never heard this in my life. I've never heard of this band either. Apparently this is from 1972. I'm quite excited to see what this is all about. As usual, I like to go in completely blind. And as always, I'll listen out for the bass lines, the rhythms, arrangements, and composition. So if you enjoy fun and nerdy music stuff, make sure you're subscribed for more. After all, it's free and you can always change your mind. So let's explore what makes this song musically interesting, shall we? Okay, speeding up the tempo. That cymbal sounds like from Gorillaz, Clint Eastwood, you know, like they sampled it. Nice. Fun. The bass line is going around a minor pentatonic. Let's just figure out what key that is. Sounds like it's in a B minor. Something like that. Let's listen to that again from the beginning because it's so cool, and I love how they started with the gradually ramping up of the tempo with the drums. I was saying earlier that the sound of the cymbal as it came in, the crash cymbal, sounded like that was what Gorillaz, the band, the virtual band, sampled for their song Clint Eastwood. It sounded almost exactly like the same crash. In the beginning, the psh, 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 you know, so I love that beginning and how they ramped it up into the main riff. That was really cool. Let's listen to that again. Right. Psh. There's a tambourine or something in the background. Yeah, now the whole band is in. It's so cool the way they mix the vocals. It's like 4 or 5 different vocals. Neither one has dominance. And I love that they're singing the harmony throughout. Okay. Yeah, this part, right? The harmonies are so cool. Okay, wow. So this is obviously a pretty old recording because of the fact that the separation of instruments isn't very distinct. So I can't exactly hear what, for example, the organist is playing or the pianist is playing at all times. I mean, of course, at the end there, where we just came from, when they did the pa, 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 that one was pretty clear, pretty, it rang out like, you know, bell-like sound. So But before that, I think there were some organ sounds that sounded almost like a brass horn kind of thing, or it could have been this guy with a saxophone. But it sounded like there was a bit of a drone, right? There was a kind of a droning sound that I thought was really cool. I wonder, obviously it's not like a Moog or anything like that, because it's probably not been invented by this time. But I thought that was really cool, and I thought that there is almost this wall of sound kind of effect because of the fact that the instruments aren't clearly separated, and the way it's mixed, it's almost like most of the instruments have an equal prominence, especially the vocals as well. The way they did the vocals with the combined harmonies and everything. If there was any prominence amongst the 4-5 vocal tracks, it would be very, very little, like maybe 10-20% more than the rest. So more or less mixed quite equally. All of them mixed quite equally. That's something interesting about the mix that I've not actually noticed before. Of course, part of it probably has to do with the technology of the time and what they were able to do. But I thought that it's a pretty cool effect. This whole inability to mix things in such clarity and separation as we do now actually resulted in a pretty cool effect. Back that up a little bit and listen on. Back to that. I love that close. Oh, nice. Interesting. What is this song about? Let me know in the comments. Scorching this earth? Is it like a climate change thing? That drone sound might actually be from the saxophone. Nice. Oh, this part reminds me a little bit of Deep Purple, Child in Time. There's a bit of a chaos going on. Nice. Wow, what a ride. It was really reminiscent in some ways sonically of Deep Purple. I think they are contemporaries of that time, if I'm not wrong, or maybe they came a little bit later. But let me know more about this band, because I've never heard of them. Their music sounds really cool. I'm surprised I've never heard of them, and I wonder why aren't they bigger than they are? Or are they already really big and I'm just, I've just been living under a rock this whole time? Let me know about the members. Let me know about their origins. What is this song specifically about? I think I'd really be interested to know that as well. Musically, they did what is quite commonly used in that time, which was to use a minor pentatonic scale, which using the B would be. So the notes, most of them revolved around that. So I just liked at the end there was this really cool part with the guitars, and they actually played something that was something atypical of the minor pentatonic. And I'd like to figure out a little bit of that line. I think it was somewhere here. There. Okay. That goes on the B, and it goes up to the minor third, which is the D, and then chromatically down. Chromatically meaning one fret at a time. And then it goes up to... Something along those lines. Let's hear that again. Oh. Oh, okay. So that was a really cool line that was being played by the guitars above this bass line. That was a really cool contrast of notes, because in that line that the guitar did, there is a note here. This note, which is the flat second, that doesn't exist normally in the minor pentatonic. So the fact that its presence was there gave it a bit of an interesting, like, ooh, like I guess that tickled the ears a little bit. And it has a little bit of a bluesy influence as well, given that the second part went... That note is quite a bluesy note, which is the flat fifth. And then back to the friendlier minor pentatonic note. So I think that particular riff really caught my attention, and I just enjoyed how they put that in. You know, just a couple of outside notes here and there, a flat second here, a flat fifth there. You know, it sounds interesting, but, you know, unless you figure it out this way, you never figure out why it sounded interesting, but you know you like it. And so you just enjoy it for what it is. Let's just hear that part again. That's really cool. The whole time while the bass is going... Sorry that you can't see my fingers playing, but for now in this arrangement, that's one of the limitations we'll have to endure for now. Oh, is that a baritone saxophone? A baritone sax? No wonder it has that drony sound. Brrr. Nice. Great job. Thank you so much to my patrons for suggesting this. If you want to purchase a song request yourself, you can head to this link, and also you can also join the BCW community, get early access to videos, vote on future reactions, and join our awesome Discord chat. So it's on the description on your screen right now as well. And of course, thank you for joining me on my Moody Blues journey. If you enjoyed this kind of a breakdown, you know what to do. Smash that like button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my future Reactionalysis. After all, it's free and you can always change your mind. So thank you for geeking out with me today, and I'll see you in the next video.